Loading. System update. You are now part of the herd.
Do a double take, see me on fire, see that I can't break. Knew I'd be great, knew I would rise through all of the pain, all of the lows.
Hello, and welcome to my first episode of Loading Her. I'm so happy that you're here. Whatever brought you here, if you found me on social media or if you just saw the name and you were like, what is that? What is that about? So I'm so happy to have you here today. I'm Haley Binkley. I am recording my first episode of Loading Her, and it is scary. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there that I'm nervous, and hopefully I will get better at this. Loading Her is an idea that came to me. I go to the gym. While I'm there, I'm looking around and I'm thinking, women need a sense of community. I am looking to build a sense of community with women from all over and creating a safe space that we can talk, hang out, get to know each other, and hopefully be a place where we can all come together and build what I am calling her, which is the woman that you want to be, the woman who's unapologetically herself, which is really what my goal is for myself. I want to be successful, brave, go out of my comfort zone. I want to keep building for myself, keep moving forward. With that, it takes a lot of work not to be complacent in a job that pays the bills, a good paying job, but a job that doesn't necessarily make me feel fulfilled. So this is kind of where I found myself in searching. I need to put my voice out there, and it's been a few dreams that I've had. It's been thoughts that have pretty much consumed me. It feels like a calling at this point. So here I am. I'm going to put myself out there, as scary as it is, and I'm just going to see what happens. So hopefully I can find a group of women that feel, or men, whoever feels a calling to listen once a week. So a little bit about me. My name is Haley Binkley, and before I started working on my podcast, which is starting off as more of a hobby, I'm learning a lot. It is not for the weak. I don't know anything about audio or video or technology, really, any of it. So I'm learning all of this on my own, teaching myself. I've never done anything with audio or video or even really put myself out there much on social media besides using it as my own personal scrapbook where I post pictures of fun times that I have and maybe some accomplishments here and there, but never really used it to build a community. I am going to start with doing that now. I saw something recently that said, it was a girl that I follow, and I want to say that her handle is Get the Girlies Richer, or I can look it up because I feel like I should say who she is, but I like a lot of her content. I like the things that she says, and I'm like, girl, get the girlies richer. Blair Richards, that's her name, which is cute, super cute play on words. But she was saying that your content isn't for the haters, it's for you and whoever feels called to you. And she said that God is trying to move through you with your content. So I don't know, it just felt like something that I needed to hear to start my first episode. So here we are. So a little bit about me. I am a bartender. I have a massage therapy business that I do on the side. It's more of a hobby. It's not something that I do to make income. And then I have a rental property that I have on Airbnb, VRBO, and Furnished Finder. And I just got to a point to where I felt like bartending wasn't fulfilling me, even though it pays the bills and I meet a lot of cool people. It's a fun job, don't get me wrong, but I turned 30. Well, now I'm 31, but I turned 30 recently and things changed for me. It's like I've always been searching for something, I feel like, and I'm not sure what it is yet, but I try to follow my heart and see what directions I feel called to. And for some reason, for about a year now, I've been called to starting a podcast. I feel a calling to be a voice for women or a safe space for women. I got my massage therapy license because I felt like I wanted to help people. And I definitely do feel like I help people with physical pain when I do that. I used to be a yoga instructor and that felt like I was helping people as well. But I just feel like there's something more. I haven't done something that's scary. I mean, I do try to put myself out there, go out of my comfort zone and do scary things. Like I have recently purchased a second home, and before I got into that, the idea of purchasing a second home was like, that's crazy. I won't be able to do that. That's crazy. I, for one, thought I couldn't even buy one house. So when I bought my first house at 23, I was like, I think I was either 22 or 23. I was like, okay, that was easier than I thought. And I didn't really know much about buying houses, but I had a real estate agent that helped me learn when I needed to learn to get in there. And basically she got me in there with no money down, which was crazy. A bond, which is money you don't have to pay back if you own the house or live in the house for 5 years. So that's what I did. And when my 5 years was up, I was ready to purchase a second home because I wanted more space and I wanted to be able to live with my boyfriend. And we wanted to move forward in our relationship. So I was like, because of trauma that I've been through, I wanted to make sure that I was the one that owned the house. So I purchased my second house. I just started saving for a down payment. I found this beautiful home that it's definitely very quirky. It's very 70s. It felt a little out of reach, but I just didn't let that voice that was in my head stop me. I found the house on Zillow and I was like, I have to see that house. It's out of my price range, but I have to see it. So I told my real estate agent that I wanted to see it. So we came to see the house and I knew the second I walked in, I was like, this is supposed to be my house. It was outdated. It needed work, but my boyfriend is in construction, so that helps. But so we've been doing some work on it and I wake up every day so grateful that I have this space. It just feels like a dream, honestly. So that was scary. And I really feel like anytime I do have a dream of something that I want to accomplish, I feel like it's scary, but I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. I just keep telling myself I could do it. I practiced manifestation, which sounds kind of crazy if you've never done it, but I believe that it's real. And I think that it is how I have everything that I have. Also because of hard work too, to help me accomplish those goals. But I start by trying to picture myself living there, picturing how I would decorate, picturing what I would fix, what I would change, and somehow it works. It feels like magic. It feels like a cheat code. I don't know how it works, but I move forward. I do things that are scary. I do research and I try to learn. So I feel like I've done that a lot in my life, and I feel like that is the cheat code for me. So it might sound crazy, but don't knock it till you try it, because there's something to be said for it. I've accomplished a goal that I have planned to accomplish for myself, set it, wrote it down, moved forward, visualized it, did the work, and moved forward on what needed to be done. So that's what I'm going to do in this podcast. And I am going to put myself out there. It is scary and it feels weird and I hate the way I sound, but it seems like everybody seems to say that. So here we are. So another thing that I have been working on recently is I just got my real estate license. I am heading into the real estate world. I only know about purchasing real estate. I haven't personally sold anything yet. I have shown a house, but it feels scary because there's a lot to learn, even though I do feel like I have an advantage with real estate because I have purchased 2 houses, and the whole idea of selling is scary. But since I've been diving into real estate, I am trying to level up my whole life. I'd like to bring you along with me through things that I am learning, things that I'm feeling, and how scary it is, but we are going to keep pushing forward and we're going to do it together. I think if we stop waiting for the right time and we stop waiting or thinking that once this happens that we're going to do this, or we start thinking about the life that we want and how it's out of reach because we don't have money, what if we decided just right now to start building our lives our way? I know it's scary, but it's also freeing. And I have found myself, every time I lay down to go to sleep, my mind is just tossing and turning about starting this first episode. I can't stop thinking of ways that I want to do it, ways that I want to plan for it. But let me tell you, it definitely is scary, feeling like people are going to listen to your private thoughts, or people are going to judge what you're about to say or do, or how you do it, or how you look, or how you sound. But for some reason, I feel a calling to this space. I once went to a women's retreat in Aruba based on trauma. We'll get into all that later about my story and so on. I had expressed to the group why I was there, just up front, like, this is what happened to me, this is why I'm here. I had a bunch of women come up to me at the end like, hey, you made me feel like I was brave to share my story. You made me feel like I was brave to move forward when I was like worried about saying anything as to why I was here, or I was embarrassed. And so that is what I'm going to do here. I am going to share my personal thoughts, how I'm moving forward, things I'm learning, things I've done, things I'm scared about, and hopefully create this community for women, men, whoever feels a calling to this space, this movement to feel safe, secure, listened to, heard, confident, and you can even do it anonymously. If you want to share your story, talk to me about something, you can email me privately and we can talk about it. Or we can talk about my experience with it. I'm not going to say that I am a pro by any means. I feel like that was right in my face. A pro by any means, but I am definitely willing to do the research, willing to share my personal experience, put myself out there to be a safe space for you to feel heard. I think that's what Loading Her is all about. I think Loading Her is the steps to build into the woman that you want to be. I think it's going to be a movement for a community, a safe space, women who are done playing small and ready to build their dreams, however that may look. Loading her. We're all loading. We're all learning. And I don't think that we should be scared or embarrassed or feel dumb for putting ourselves out there and searching for a sense of community. And the best part for you is you can be anonymous if you want. Because I'm out here calling for this community and putting my face on it and feeling scared and doing the editing and learning this whole new world. So, if you're ready to stop waiting and start becoming, hit subscribe, tell your best friends, meet up with me once a week. Promise yourself, take a step forward in whatever's been calling you, much like this podcast has been calling me, whether it's starting a cleaning business or taking a step to pay for your real estate license class, even though you've heard of how hard it is. I really think that taking the fear out of things and pressing record while my heart is beating really fast, even though it's just me sitting in a room talking to myself, it still feels scary. I think we can make this a community of like-minded people who are searching for more, and we can hold space for each other to express ourselves creatively and share our fears and experiences with each other. And we can all take the steps to be her, whatever that may look like for you or him. But I say her because, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. The next episode, I will talk about how I've started chasing my dreams, what got me here, a little bit more about my story, because I really wanted to focus on introducing her, loading her. So thank you so much for listening. I'm Haley. I'm so glad you're here. We'll talk soon. System update. You are now part of the herd.
Do a double take, see me on fire, see that I can break. Knew I'd be great, knew I would rise through all of the pain. All of the love, start with it now, keep her of all faith. Never change.